Welcome. As usual, it's always a pleasure to be here with you, learning, studying together. This world, again, we have a creator, which is God. He created the world, and there's rules that go with this world. It's a manual. You buy a new cell phone, a new microwave, anything that you buy, it comes with a manual. The problem is we live in this world, and God gave us the manual. We decide to throw the manual out the window thinking we know what we're doing. So today we're going to discuss what does it mean when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. We heard that over and over and over again, from our parents, grandparents, and from the Bible, of course. But what is the really deep meaning of that? And most of us, we have no idea. This is shocking. So what he's saying is this. When a man is single, he's been running out there, going to the clubs, going to the bar, doing all these things, dating, all that. He's committing a bunch of sin, and some he knows he's doing, and some he does not know because he's not aware of it because he doesn't have the rule, the playbook, to understand what you can and cannot do. God has rules in this world. So he's violating those rules. He's sinning, thinking he's okay. And what happened is this. You commit a bunch of sin. So God says, when a man gets married, all the sin he committed before he got married up to that point is forgotten, forgiven. Not only those sin are forgiven, those sin actually turn into a good deed. How is that possible? All the sin? Yes. All the sin a man committed up to that point is forgiven, and it's considered a good deed. Now remember, why? Because you are entering a holy matrimony of marriage, which is marriage is created in heaven. Marriage is not a physical place. It's not a physical entity. You practice marriage in a physical world, but the rules of marriage comes from heaven. So when you understand the rule of marriage, which is holy, it comes from heaven, it's holiness, then you know what to do. So when a man gets married, all that sin he committed is forgiven. It's like he says it's a new baby. He becomes a newborn baby. That also applies for the woman as well. It's not just the man. But what it's saying is this. The woman is a wall of protection. She protects him from sin. So why is that it's forgiven? Because it says that you didn't have that protection, that wall, that wife before. You didn't have her. Now you decide to obey my laws. And now you have that protection, that wall, that woman who gives you a peace of mind. All those sin you committed is forgiven, and now they turn into good deeds. Now, the reason why is that men need to understand that you say, well, I'm not interested in marriage, and the woman may say the same thing as well. Well, guess what? Because you don't have the playbook. You're never going to win the game if you don't know the rules. It's not possible. It doesn't matter what the game is. Without the rules, you're not going to win. And what happened is you have decided not to throw the manual out the window and go find a man or woman you want, and you've been hurt, you've been scarred, you've been destroyed, and now you're thinking all men is evil or all women is evil. But again, that is your fault because you did not learn. That's your fault. You did not learn the playbook. So you can't blame the man, you cannot blame the woman. You didn't go according to the Holy Torah, the Old Testament, and what God says and what are the conditions and the terms for what marriage is. So now, why is it so important to as well? Is because remember, the man has what is called evil inclination, meaning the Satan is constantly after the man. He wants to destroy the man. Why does he want to destroy the man? When Adam was created, there was the agreement, the covenant between God and Adam, right? And then the Satan knew he could not kill Adam. He was afraid of Adam. But he says, let me get to Adam through Eve. Because what he wanted God to kill Adam for him. And the only way God could kill Adam is if Adam actually sinned. That was his plan. So the man is constantly having this Satan. You're always going to be fighting him until the day you die. Because why? He wants to destroy you. And the wife is now become that wall in between that's going to protect you from the sin. Okay, also give you a peace of mind. And there's a lot more that the wife gives you. If you don't agree with this, you're entitled to it because why? You're God. If you're God, that means your life is perfect, is going according to what you want, right? And the day will come, and then there's a good thing that I like. I think it was King Solomon that said that. If you ever think you know more than God, the next time you leave the bathroom, Yeah, exactly. You stink. You stink. Next time you leave the bathroom, remember you stink. You're not God. God said I created those holes to remind you you're not God. Okay? So again, all of these rules are not for God's benefit. They are for our benefit. God wants us to get married. He wants us to be happy. And remember, these people I'm referring to, a happy marriage is someone who's following God's ways. It's a man of God, a woman of God. We're not talking about a worldly woman or worldly man, because of course you're not going by the plan. Of course you're going to fail. Of course you're going to get hurt. Why? You're not going according to the plan book. You don't have the plan book. You're going by what you think because you think you know. But guess what? That's why you're in the place where you are today, because you thought you knew, and guess what? You failed. But it's not too late. If it's not too late, it may not be too late, and it's probably not too late for you to learn these rules to have what God wants for all of us. He wants the best. But again, the only way we can ever get that or achieve it is we have to follow the plan. Remember, the Satan is always going to be after us, and our protection is our wives. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is something that is phenomenal, is shocking. All your sin is forgotten, is forgiven because you got married. Yes, because God says now you're following my plan. Now, this will only stand if you remain in a holy marriage, if you're following God's rules. But the moment you decide to go back to your old ways, all those sin will double up on you. Okay? It will, because from this point on. So again, God, if God was a mean God, a terrible God, if marriage was so horrible, why would he wipe away your sin? Why would he do that? Because he wants all of us to be happy. So men and women are valuable. We are one unit. It's just that we've been taken apart and we are placed in separate vessel, separate body, and we can't see the soul or feel the connection to the soul. But it doesn't mean that we are not one unit, because we are. Okay? So remember, the purpose of marriage is for the man more so to be protected, because why? The Satan is constantly after you. He wants to destroy you. And the way he wants to destroy you is by getting you to sin, to go against God. So now God can kill you, because that's what he wanted to do to Adam. So again, share, follow, subscribe, write in your comments. As I said, we are here to learn together, okay? Marriage is holy, and God is holy, and God wants the best for all of us because we are his children. We are his creation, and he loves us. And I'll see you next time. God bless.